Alam niyo naman lang yung sunod-sunod niyo, class, di ba? Okay, Dr. Abraham, start.
So, Doc, should I read the question po?
Ay, hindi pa pala nakashare.
Ay, opo.
Are you the one to share, Hershey?
Doc, nasend na po.
Ano?
Doc, wala pa po ako nare-receive po. Kasi yung copy, Doc, may answers po. Yung nasa akin.
Ganun ba?
Opo.
Ako sabi mo kasi, ako na lang, Doc.
Doc, sabi ko pa send.
Ano natin sa kanila yung walang sagot para mag-isip pa rin sila kung anong sagot.
Yan nga, Doc, kaya po di ko po ma-share itong may sagot.
Ba nangyayari? Teka, sandali. Pati, ngayon naman di.
Doc, okay na po yata ako. Ako na lang po mag-share.
Okay na sa iyo.
Apo, saglit lang po.
Kasi ang ginagamit kong laptop yung luma. Yan, kita na ba, class?
Yes po, Doc.
Kita nyo na? O sige, kita na daw nila Hershey eh. Pwede namang
Sige.
ito na lang.
Gumagalaw ba, Doc? Sige lang.
Kasi dalawa kasi yung nag-a-appear. So ito yung okay. So let's begin, class.
For number 1, the cremaster muscle raises the testes and the scrotum for warmth and for protection against injury. In the scrotum, the cremasteric muscle is either replicative of which of the following structure. Sagot ko po, Doc, is B, internal oblique.
Okay, so the correct answer there is letter B, no? So remember that as we explained during the lecture, it was explained that the layers of the wall, or I mean the layers of the scrotum, are derivatives of the muscles coming from the anterior abdominal wall. Okay, number 2.
Good morning po. Number 2, direct inguinal hernia occurs when the abdominal contents protrude through a weakened posterior abdominal wall in the Hasselback's triangle in the groin. The lateral border of this triangle is, ang sagot ko po is letter C, inferior epigastric vessels po.
Okay, so the correct answer for letter C is inferior epigastric vessel. So that is letter C. So you need to remember, class, no, kung ano yung Hasselback triangle, no? So kung titirin mo yung midline, ang question natin is the lateral border. What about the midline? The middle boundary or the medial boundary?
Rectus abdominis po.
The muscle, no? And then yung pinakataas, what is the boundary?
Inferior epigastric.
Limot na. Okay, number 3. Number 3, class.
Morning, Doc. The posterior abdominal wall muscles are vital for maintaining posture, facilitating movement of the lower limb, and supporting abdominal organs. Which of the following pairs are the most powerful flexors muscles for the hip acting when a soccer kicks the ball? Letter B po answer ko, psoas major and iliacus.
Okay, the correct answer there is your psoas major plus iliacus. So that is letter B, no? Just always remember that these two muscles are very powerful, no? They are powerful flexor muscles of the hip. Okay, number 4.
Good morning po. Which of the following branches of the lumbar plexus emerges from the anterior surface of the psoas major? B po, genitofemoral.
Okay, so there is only one nerve from the lumbar plexus that is piercing, no? Pagka sinabi nating piercing the anterior surface, it is piercing the substance of your psoas major. And there is only one nerve with this kind, and that is your genitofemoral nerve. So kasi if you're going to look at the origin or the different branches of the lumbar plexus, there are nerves that are emerging coming from the medial surface, and there are nerves that is emerging on the lateral surface of the psoas major. Okay, but in the substance, there is only one, and that is your genitofemoral. Okay, number 5.
Good morning, Doc. At the level of
Morning.
the great line, the posterior wall of the rectus sheath is formed by the, sagot ko po, Doc, transversal fascia.
Okay, so the correct answer there is letter D, that is transversalis fascia, because you are talking about the walls of the rectus sheath that is below the arcuate, no? So if it is above the arcuate, ano yung posterior wall? Above the arcuate, ano yung posterior wall? It is the combination of external oblique and your internal oblique. Okay? So ang ibig sabihin dito, at the level of the arcuate line, all of the apogeosis of these three pan muscles forms the anterior wall of the rectus sheath if it is above the arcuate line. Oh no, above the no, if it is below the arcuate line. Okay? Kapag naman posterior wall ng above the arcuate line, it consists of the internal oblique and your transversus abdominis. Okay, number 6.
Good morning po. For 6, which of the following structures is found outside of the spermatic cord? Sagot ko po A, ilioinguinal nerve.
Okay, so the correct answer is isa lamang yung outside of the spermatic cord, no? It is your ilioinguinal nerve. Pero kung just in case na wala ang ilioinguinal nerve class, kunyari what is the content of the spermatic cord? Ano yung nerve inside the spermatic cord? If not the ilioinguinal class? Yung answer doon sa taas kanina, no? That is your genitofemoral, no? So the genitofemoral is the nerve that is found inside of the spermatic cord. The ilioinguinal nerve is found outside. Okay, number 7.
Morning, Doc. A 6-year-old male patient was admitted at Bulacan Medical Center due to a bulging left scrotum. He was diagnosed to have indirect inguinal hernia and was scheduled for hernia repair. Which of the following statements best explains this type of hernia? Letter A,
Mhm.
Doc, caused by the congenital patency of processus vaginalis.
Okay, so the correct answer there is the usual cause of this type of hernia, which is indirect, is the um, congenital patency of the processus vaginalis. Anong sabi natin, no? There is always weakness. Kapag indirect inguinal hernia, there is weakness of the transversalis fascia. So, if the processus vaginalis, no, is patent, then it will be resulting, or the consequence is there must be the formation of your indirect inguinal hernia. So your letter B, C, and D are not usual cause, no? Kasi what I did to this question class, no, is medyo um, I kasi kung titinan mo class, no, yung letter D kasi no, degeneration, no, of the transversalis fascia. But always remember na in cases of indirect inguinal hernia, no, hindi siya nag-degenerate. Pagka sinabi kasing degeneration, totally wala yung transversalis fascia. Whereas the main cause of the kung ang nakalagay sana diyan is weakness, no? Weakness of the transversalis fascia, no? Ay din sana ang sagot, but I will not put your choice letter A. Okay? So please ito yung medyo question na when we look at your analysis, no, ito yung medyo question na medyo I think there were only 6 students who were able to answer this question. Okay? So remember that in indirect inguinal hernia, there is always congenital kasi pagka sinabi natin kasing indirect inguinal hernia, they are usually congenital, di ba? It is one of the differences or differentiation to differentiate the direct from the indirect inguinal hernia. Okay, number 8.
Good morning po. Number 8, venous blood originating from the foregut derivative organs will drain towards this vessel. Yung sagot
Mhm.
ko po, si portal vein po.
Okay, the correct answer actually is portal vein, di ba? Ano explanation natin dito noon when I was explaining about the organs associated with GIT. We said that all blood, okay, that is coming from the visceral organs, no exemptions, no. All blood, venous blood coming from the visceral organs, yung lahat ng visceral organs we have, okay, will be passing through and will be drained towards the portal vein, and then from the portal vein to the liver. Kaya nga the liver is one of the organ which is usually the most organ na nagme-metastasize ang malignant cells. Okay, because all of the blood vessels, or I mean all of the blood coming from the visceral organs should be draining towards the inferior vena cava. Okay, number 9. So ito rin yung question na medyo nag-isip yung mga estudyante. Okay, number 9.
Good morning po. For question number 9, which of the following anatomical esophageal constrictions correspond when the esophagus pierces the diaphragm? C po, 37 centimeter from the
Okay,
incisor.
so the correct answer is 37 from the incisor. Ang MPL dito ay 0.5 kasi ang choices ninyo dito is if it is either 37 or 40. Kapag 40, nasaan yung tip ng indwelling? I mean, ano yung 40 centimeter class? Remember that ang ating itinatanong dito is constriction, no? So yung tatlo A, B, yan yung first and second constriction. And the third is 37. Actually, the range is from 37 to 39, no? 37 to 39 centimeters. So that is when the esophagus enters, no, the diaphragm. So that is your third constriction. Okay? So, yung 47 class, ito yung 40, ito yung if you inserted an NGT, no, the tip of the NGT should be at the level of the fundus of the stomach. Iyan yung letter D. Okay, so the correct answer here is letter C. Okay, number 10.
A 30-year-old male grab driver was admitted to BMC due to a blunt trauma after a motorcycle accident. His PE po, his blood pressure is 80/50, pulse rate is 100 beats per minute, and his abdomen is distended with muscle guarding and pain at the upper left abdomen radiating to the left shoulder. Positive on Kersign, he was diagnosed to have ruptured spleen and exploratory laparotomy was done. During splenectomy, which of the following vessels will be at risk compromising the upper curvature of the stomach? Letter C po, left gastroepiploic artery po.
Okay, so left gastroepiploic artery, ito yung board exam question class, no? Ipinakapatid ito sa board exam question wherein ang haba-haba ng question pero at the end, no, you can answer the question even without the long history of the patient, no? So ano yung titinan mo lang dito class, no? Yung upper curvature of the stomach. Ano bang blood supply ng upper curvature of the stomach? So the blood supply of the upper curvature of the stomach is the left gastroepiploic artery. Ano nagsusupply doon sa lower curvature, greater curvature ng stomach? Yung ating right gastroepiploic, no? So the correct answer in your number 10 is letter C, left gastroepiploic artery, being the blood supply of the upper portion of the left greater curvature of the stomach. Okay, number 11.
For number 11, the opening of the Stenson's duct is found, letter D po, in the mucosa opposite the second upper molar.
Okay, so in the mucosa opposite the second upper molar, no? So kung natatandaan ninyo, nag-example pa ako dito, no? Kasi yung ang example ko sa inyo dito noon, when I was in Africa, nagpabunot ako ng ngipin sa Africa and then the following day, namamagana yung mukha ko, no? And then when I went back to the dentist, no, naligate pala yung aking Stenson's duct. Okay, naligate pala niya kasi ang pinabunot kong ngipin is yung second upper molar. Okay? So, that question is very easy, class. No? Ang MPL niyan ay 1. Okay, number 12.
Number 12, which of the following statements resulted from the parasympathetic nerve stimulation of the gastrointestinal tract? Letter B po, increased motility of the bowel.
Okay, so the correct answer here is letter B, increased motility of the bowel. Alam niyo naman lang siguro yung what happened if there will be a parasympathetic and sympathetic stimulation. Okay? Okay, number 13.
Good morning po. Number 13, which of these two segments of the gastrointestinal tract has dual gut derivatives? Yung answer is letter C po, duodenum and transverse colon.
Okay, so yan yung sinabi natin that there are your two structures from the GIT which are having two gut derivatives. Remember that your duodenum grass is half of which or yung upper first half of your duodenum is what? Anong blood supply? Anong blood supply or what is the gut derivative of the first half of your duodenum? Uh, that is for gut, no? And then the second half of your duodenum is a big gut derivative. And then yun namang transverse colon, the first one-third is of middle, and then the distal two-thirds or distal half of your transverse colon is a hindgut derivative. Kaya dual ang gut derivative. Okay, so the correct answer is letter C, duodenum and transverse colon. Okay, number 14, you are very familiar with this question.
For number 14 po, the common bile duct and the main pancreatic duct unites and exits to which part of the duodenum? Letter B po.
Okay, so that is letter B, no? Alam naman natin na yung pagka nag-unite, anong tawag doon sa pag-unite ng pancreatic duct at saka ng ating common bile duct? The union is called
ampulla of butter.
Ampulla of butter. And then, paglabas niya sa duodenum, anong tawag?
Major
Or do you call it?
Major duodenal papilla.
Okay, major duodenal papilla. So it is exceeding at the level 2 or the part 2 of the duodenum, and that is the descending part of the duodenum. Okay, number 15.
Number 15, which feature distinguishes jejunum from ileum?
I think question mo na yata ito, Hershey.
Yes, Doc. Mine po, mine. Sige, Reg, go.
So, answer po, Doc, is letter D po, ticker wall.
Okay, anong mnemonic for your ileum? Ano nga ulit? Okay, so, sino si jejunum? Anong mnemonic ko kay jejunum? Diba pag jejemon, makaparang makeup niya and mahaba ang kuko, so longer vasa recta. So yung A to C, alam nyo na yan, na ileum, diba? So thicker wall, makapal ang makeup, so jejunum. So correct. Galing. Sige, next po, 16.
For number 16, which structure is not a feature of the colon? My answer po is C, plicae circularis.
Final answer, Karil? Correct. So bakit? Saan ba natin nakikita si plicae circularis? Daming follow-up questions.
Small intestine po.
More of, small intestine. Specifically your jejunum. Okay, sige. Correct. Thank you, Karil. Next, 17.
Number 17. The ileocolic artery is a branch of, letter D po, superior mesenteric artery.
Okay. Final answer, Angelica. Final answer. So your answer will be D, superior mesenteric artery. It arises, your ileocolic artery arises from your SMA, di ba? And ano yung sinusupply ng SMA? Supplies the terminal ileum, cecum, di ba? Appendix, and proximal ascending colon. Sige, ako na sumasagot. Sige, 18.
Parasympathetic supply to the hindgut is from C, pelvic splanchnic nerves.
Final answer, Froy. Si ba? Okay. Your parasympathetic innervation of the hindgut, di ba pag sinabing hindgut, ano nga ulit? Distal, 1/3 of your what? Transverse colon to your rectum, di ba? Is provided by your pelvic splanchnic nerves, your S2 to S4. Okay, 19.
The superior mesenteric artery supplies all of the following except the ascending colon.
Final answer. Yun lang naman. A. So, correct. Answer will be descending colon. 20.
Which of the following correctly matches structure with arterial supply? C. Proximal two-third transverse colon and SMA.
Correct? Correct ba? Agree? Agree. So, the superior mesenteric artery, di ba, supplies the midgut derivatives, including the proximal two-thirds of the transverse colon, di ba? Kanina yung, sorry, di ko pala sinabi, yung number 19, no? Your descending colon kasi is a what? Alam niyo na yan, hindgut derivative supplied by, dapat, supplied by, hindi superior mesenteric artery, di ba? Kaya nga exempt. Supplied by your inferior mesenteric artery and not your SMA. Sige, 21.
During surgery, a mass is identified in the jejunum. The arterial supply to this structure arises directly from which vessel? The superior mesenteric artery.
Okay, correct. So, ano ba ulit si jejunum? Anong derivative? Midgut, di ba? And receives arterial supply from what? From jejunal branches of the, syempre, your SMA. So, correct. Done na po.
Ako. Okay, ako na ulit yung Hershey, ano?
Yes po, Doc.
22,
Opo.
okay. Number 22.
A 50-year-old female patient was diagnosed to have a slow-growing tumor in the continued process of the pancreas. Which of the following structures will most likely be compressed by the tumor? A po, main pancreatic. No?
Okay, so what's the correct answer? The correct answer is letter C, no? Always remember, class. Sandali lang, class, kasi may video natin. Okay, so remember that you have your onsonate process, and then if you're going to look at the onsonate process, there are vessels, no? There are vessels found, no? Within that structure, and that is your superior mesenteric vessels, no? Hindi lang yung superior mesenteric artery, but both the vessel, superior mesenteric artery, and your superior mesenteric vein. Okay, number 23.
The porta hepatitis found in the posterior inferior surface and lies between the lobes and the liver. Letter A po.
Okay. So anong answer? The correct answer is letter A, no? So you can see the porta hepatis, no? Which is found between your caudate and quadrate lobes, and it's located at its posterior inferior surface. Okay? Okay, number 24.
The neck of the gallbladder is continuous with the cystic duct where the mucosa is thrown into a spiral fold, which is called the C. valvopilus curve.
So the correct answer is letter
C po.
number 24. Anong answer? Letter
C po.
Letter C. So that is valve of Heister. So yung ampulla of Battle, nyo naman ang makikita, no? That is the union of your pancreatic duct, major pancreatic duct, and your common bile duct, which is found in the duodenum. Sphincter of OD. Where can you find the sphincter of OD? Yung sphincter of OD class, di ba? Yung major duodenal papilla, kung titingnan mo, there is a circular structure, no thickened circular structure around your major duodenal papilla, and that is your sphincter of OD. So it will prevent the backflow of the duodenal contents going to the pancreas. Okay, and then yung valve of Heister, yan yung sa gallbladder. How about the valve of Kerckring? Ano yung valve of Kerckring? Ano ang valve of Kerckring class? Ibang pangalan ng ano? Class, ano ang valve of Kerckring?
Plica circularis.
The valve of Kerckring is the permanent fold that you find in your small intestine, no? Di ba? May plica circularis. So the plica circularis is your valve of Kerckring. Okay, number 25.
25. Which of the following arteries contribute to the blood supply of the pancreas? D. Splenic.
Okay, so the correct answer there is letter D, no? So number 25, the correct answer is letter D, that is splenic artery. Okay, number 26. Yan, ito yung medyo nag-isip din ang mga estudyante.
Number 26 po, failure to identify callous triangle during cholecystectomy risk injury to which of the following structures? Letter B po, cystic
Ang ingay ng mga
artery.
aso. Okay, anong answer doon sa letter D? Number 26. Letter?
Letter B po,
Letter?
cystic artery.
Ang letter, remember class that you are talking about the callous triangle, no? You can see the cystic artery, but actually when you are doing your surgery, cholecystectomy, the first organ that is at risk to be injured is what? The common bile duct, not cystic artery. Okay, so the correct answer there is letter A, common bile duct. Okay, number 27.
Number 27, the quadrate lobe is located in which of the following functional segments of the liver? Letter A po, medial inferior.
Okay, so the correct answer there is letter A, no? Binigyan ko kayo dito ng how are you going to identify the different segments of the liver, yung ating pamela, no? So yung example ko dito yung pamela. Okay, so the quadrate lobe is your medial inferior. Kunyari, inilagay ko dito caudate. Anong segment ng caudate? Kunyari, caudate lobe ang inilagay ko, class. Caudate is segment 1 of your, according to Cowie notes, no? This is in reference to the segments of Cowie notes, no? In the liver. So if it is caudate lobe, segment 1 is the correct answer. Okay, number 28.
Number 28, a 44-year-old patient diagnosed with acute cholecystitis complained of pain radiating to the right shoulder. Which of the following nerves is responsible for the referred pain? Letter B, right phrenic.
Okay, so the correct answer there is what? The correct answer is letter
B, right phrenic.
Ang ingay kasi ng mga aso ko, no? The correct answer is letter B, no? Right phrenic nerve, no? Tandaan nyo class ang origin ng phrenic nerve, ha? Remember that the phrenic nerve is a branch of, where is the origin of your phrenic nerve? It arises from where? From the cervical plexus, no? So, the phrenic nerve will be passing all the way, starting from the neck until it reaches the diaphragm. Okay, so remember the orientation of your phrenic nerve. So hindi siya vagus, hindi siya axillary. And then, although baka pwede kayo mag-isip, baka po pwedeng right supraclavicular. Okay, but pwedeng letter C, but actually the correct answer is letter B, right phrenic. Okay, number 29.
Number
Matali
29.
lang yung number 29.
Which of the following are the most common abnormalities found in gallbladder studies? Letter D po, gallstones.
Okay, so the correct answer here is gallstone class. Gallstone class is more common, no? Kaysa doon sa acute cholecystitis. Okay, cholangitis, which is the inflammation of the common bile duct, is common to elderly individual class, no? Kunyari, meron ka ng stone, tapos the patient is around 70 to 80 years old, no? So the main cause of inflammation, okay, is if there is obstruction of your common bile duct, no? So nagkakameron ng cholangitis. Ito yung, if you diagnose a patient with cholangitis in an elderly individual, emergency procedure yan, class. You need to do some surgical intervention immediately, otherwise the patient will die. Okay, so ang pwede rin yung choice dito, no, is yung A and D, but gallstone is more common in comparison to acute cholecystitis, no? Okay, kasi kaya ka nagkakameron ng cholecystitis is because of the presence of the gallstone. Okay, number 30. Number 30. Sino yung huli? Kung tapos na, hindi pa kayo tapos. Number 30 pa lang eh. Number 30. Sinong number 30 sa inyo? Kung wala si 30, yung number 31. May absent ba? 41 eh. 41 minus 3. Tama, may absent na isa, 38. Okay, number 31, yung student number 31, answer number 30. Wala pa rin.
In abdominal radiography, which view is when the patient's arms are positioned out of the way? C. Lateral decubitus.
Okay, so the correct answer here is lateral decubitus. Ito yung nakataas ang kamay, no? So kapag mag-x-ray ka dito, you are going to ask your patient to extend, no? To extend the extremity, whether it's right or left, no? Pataas, nakataas siya. Okay, number 31. Okay, nag-evaluate ka ng abdominal radiograph, no? Number 31 student o number 32?
The first organ to evaluate in an abdominal radiograph is B.
Yung number 31, ano yung unang-unang i-evaluate, no? When you're looking at the radiographic field? Hindi ba nakaswitch?
Hindi.
Bakit ano nga? Anong unang-unang organ na yung titingnan, class? Who is that student? The first organ that you're going to evaluate is letter B, your liver and kidney. Okay, question number 32.
In abdominal radiography, non-visibility of renal silhouette is obliterated by which of the following? Letter A po.
Ano yung letter B? Intestinal glass, no? Kaya nawawala yung shadow ng kidney, no? Usually because it is being obliterated, no? By the intestinal gas. Okay, so the correct answer there is intestinal gas. Okay, number 33.
Number 33, the initial procedure to start esophagogram is to look at the mouth and pharynx.
Ano yung unang-unang titignan mo, class, kapag nag-esophagogram? Di ba yung demonstration ko dito, yung nakita niyo yung video niya na may gumagalaw? Okay, so bago mo gawin yun, no? What are you going to what is your initial thing that you are going to do to your patient? You are going to, what is the answer there? Letter? Wala ba nakasagot nito? The correct answer there is letter C, look at the mouth and the pharynx. So yun yung unang-unang gagawin mo kapag nag-esophagogram. I-examinin mo muna yung mouth and pharynx ng patient. Okay, number 34.
Splenomegaly is evaluated more by requesting C. Ultrasound.
The correct answer is ultrasound. Kasi solid organ ito, class, no? Remember that in the abdominal cavity, yung mga organs that is essential na diagnostic procedure that you are going to request, no? Like liver, kidney, and spleen is always the ultrasound. Okay? So take note of that. Okay, number 35.
In abdominal UTC, no reflection of the sound wave, which is viewed as blocking images like fluid or abdominal cyst, is called sonolucent po, letter B.
Okay, so the correct answer is letter B. Kapag, di ba, nakikita natin sa image, kulay black, no? Kulay black, kunyari, tumitingin ka ng urinary bladder, no? If the urinary bladder is full of urine, then ang image na makikita ninyo, yung fluid is colored black. So the term of which is called sonolucency, okay, or sonolent, or sonolucent. Okay, number 36. So this is Dr. Hakub. Hershey, ikaw na lang. Adya ka, Hershey.
Doc. 36 po.
Oo,
Sige
sige.
po. Sige, sino na 36?
36, the functional unit of the kidney, B. Nephron.
Ang dali, no? Baka may namali pa. MPL2. Hindi, joke lang.
Yan daw
Sige.
yung pinakamadaling question. Sabi
Oo
ni,
nga, Dok, eh.
Oo.
Sobrang
Sabi ni
given.
Nathan. At saka ni
MPL2
Jane.
dahil dyan. Sige.
Okay, number 37.
37 po.
The maturation center is located in which spinal cord segments? Answer po is D, S2 to S3.
Okay,
Final answer?
The correct answer is letter D,
D
S2, S3. Okay.
39.
38 muna.
38 pala. Sorry po.
Number 38, the ureters enter the urinary bladder by passing. Answer ko is letter C, obliquely through the posterior wall.
Correct ba yun? Okay, yes.
The
C
correct
po,
answer
Doc.
is letter
C daw.
letter C letter C. Oblique siyang pumapasok sa posterior wall ng urinary bladder.
Obliquely.
Okay, 39.
After entering the kidney, the renal artery divides into letter D, segmental.
Okay, segmental. Okay, inaagawan na kita ng...
Sige. 40. Sige po, next, 40.
If the detrusor muscle contracts while the internal urethral sphincter relaxes, the result would be B po, micturition.
Final answer talaga ba? Final answer.
Micturition. Correct answer doon, micturition, ha? Pag umiihi ka. Okay, 41.
Yun ang nangyayari. 41.
A blockage due to enlarged prostate causes dribbling of urine from an overfilled bladder. What type of incontinence is this? Letter B po, overflow.
Overflow. Okay, the overflow is the correct answer. Okay, 42. Oversee pala.
Sige lang po, Doc.
42. Damage to the renal cortex would most directly affect B po, nephron function.
Of course. Okay, correct. B.
Okay,
Nephron function. 43.
If the arcuate arteries were obstructed, which region would be most affected first? B, renal cortex and medullary junctions.
Final answer, Nathan. Naka-off pa camera mo. Ikaw talaga. Okay, final answer. B. Sige, ako na to. 44 pa din. Ako pa rin pala to. Okay, 44. Next po.
44, the superficial perineal spaces is bounded A po, between Colles fascia and perineal membrane.
Final answer, Roger Bell. Final answer. Okay, that's the correct answer. Bakit? Why? Saan ba naglalay si superficial perineal pouch? Between your, ano nga ulit sinabi ko nun? Between the membranous layer of your superficial fascia or your Colles fascia, inferiorly and superiorly. Saan? Lumabas na agad. Pagka-exam wala na, lumipad na. Superiorly sa perineal membrane, di ba? Okay, sige. Thank you, Roger Bell. Next, 45.
35. Which structure contributes most directly to the entire urinary continence? A po, external urethral sphincter.
Nasaan ka na? 45 pa lang. Tama ba? 45.
Number 45. Yeah, 45 na tayo.
Yes po. Ulit ng...
Anong sagot ulit? Tama ba? 45.
Anong correct answer sa 45?
Anong sagot mo ulit? Sorry, na-lost ako.
A, external urethral sphincter.
Okay, sige. Correct. So, correct. Answer is A. So, bakit? Ano ba siya? Skeletal muscle under what? Somatic, pudendal nerve control, providing your voluntary control of urination. Sige, 46.
Number 46, which structure acts as the key barrier preventing urine from spreading into the deep perineal space following urethral injury? Letter D po, perineal membrane po.
Dali. Ano nga ulit ang perineal membrane? Sumika-air ba yun? It separates what? Diba? Superficial and deep perineal spaces and sinabi ko, prevents extravasated urine, di ba? From entering the deep perineal pouch. Kaya iyan ang answer. 47.
47 po. The reason external hemorrhoids are painful is due to innervation by letter A, inferior rectal nerve.
Sisiyo kay Lizette. O, di ba? External hemorrhoids lie saan? Taas, baba ng pectinate line. Ano? Taas? Ba below? Below the pectinate line? Nako, lumipad agad. Basta nakasagot na sa exam. And receive what? Somatic sensory innervation via the inferior rectal nerve, diba? Branch of pudendal nerve. Making them pain sensitive, kaya masakit. Okay, sige. 48.
Number 48, which of the following structure is incorrectly paired with its corresponding boundary of the perineum? Letter A po, ischial tuberosity's posterior boundary.
Bakit lovely A? Ano ba dapat si ischial tuberosity?
Lateral boundary po.
Okay, sa posterior, sino nandun?
Coccyx po.
Very good. Sige. Dahil dyan, 49.
49. Internal hemorrhoids result from dilation of veins draining into the D, superior rectal vein.
Okay, correct. Diba your internal hemorrhoids occur naman above the pectinate line and involve the dilatation of your superior rectal vein. Diba? Yung portal venous system via the inferior mesenteric vein. Okay. Good job, Raf. 50.
Which muscle forms a slit around the anorectal junction and plays a critical role in maintaining fecal continence? Puborectalis po.
Thank you, John. Correct. That's your puborectalis. Madali yung question, di ba? Your puborectalis, part of your levator ani, forms a, di ba, sinabi ko, U-shaped sling maintaining the anorectal angle essential for maintaining fecal continence. Okay. Okay. Next na po, do 51 po.
Andiyan ba si Dr. Mel? Wala ano?
Parang wala do.
Oo. O sige, number 51.
51, which accessory sex gland contributes the majority of the seminal fluid? Letter C po, seminal vesicle.
So the correct answer is the seminal vesicle. Remember, class, that the seminal vesicle contributes around 86% of the total amount of your 5 ml seminal fluid, no? And then all the rest are being contributed by the prostate, pulmourethral, and glands, no? So seminal vesicle is the great contributor. Okay, number 52.
52. In males, the mucus secreting glands found within the deep perineal pouch is the A, bulbourethral.
Okay, so the correct answer is your copers, no? Copers or your copers or your bulbourethral. Yung bulbourethral class or the copers, specifically in the male, no? Male lang siyempre, yun lang naman ang may copers. So remember that if males are sexually stimulated, there is a pre-ejaculatory fluid that is found being secreted, no, at the external urethral meatus, no. So yung pre-ejaculatory fluid na yon, before the actual ejaculation, is the pre-ejaculatory fluid which is secreted by your copers or your bulbourethral. Okay, number 53.
Number 53. The seminal vesicle secretes an alkaline viscous fluid into the semen regime. Letter B po, fructose.
Okay, fructose, no? Bakit fructose? Remember that the fructose is the main energy, no? This is the main energy needed by the developing sperm cell for their nutrition, okay, which is found in the secretion coming from the seminal vesicle, which is your fructose. Okay, number 54.
Which zone of the prostate is a common location of both inflammation and cancer? C, peripheral zone.
So the lobe or the part of the liver or the zone of the liver that is very common for both inflammation and cancer is the peripheral zone. Kung ang tanong dito, class, ay kunyari lobe, no? Lobe ang tanong. O pagka sinabing which lobe of the prostate, no? Which lobe of the prostate is common to prostatic cancer? What will be your answer? Huh? The prostatic cancer is common to the posterior lobe of the prostate. Okay, number 55.
A 65-year-old male was admitted at BMC due to a distended bladder due to dysuria associated with bloody urine. The patient claimed that he had experienced this 2 years ago. The digital rectal exam revealed a hard, painful mass. Lab result, high PSA result. What is most likely the problem of this patient? Letter B, prostatic cancer.
So the correct answer there, Kios class, no, is prostatic cancer. Anong baseline mo, Juan? Bakit ang answer mo ay prostatic cancer? Ano yung unang-unang clue mo dun sa question that make you to choose prostatic cancer at hindi BPH?
Doc, yung hard and non-painful mass.
Okay, so the level of PSA. Remember that PSA is diagnostic of prostatic cancer. Okay, so kapag mataas ang PSA, mga around 600 to 800 ang iyong PSA result, mag-suspect ka na agad na mayroong prostatic cancer, which is the most common, no, among male. Okay, number 56.
Which artery to the penis empties directly into the cavernous sinus spaces? B. Helicine.
Okay, so the correct answer here is a helicine. Ano pa yung isang artery that is found inside of the cavernosum, corpus cavernosum? Huh? What is the other artery that is found inside of the corpora cavernosum or the corpus cavernosum? Dalawa yun, di ba? You have your deep artery of the penis, no? The deep artery of the penis and the helicine. Okay, but we are talking about what contributes to the filling up of blood in your cavernous sinus spaces, specifically when there is erection. So the correct answer is helicine artery. Okay, number 57.
Which of the following factors does not influence the testicular temperature to regulate spermatogenesis? B. Presence of tunica albuginea.
Okay, so the correct answer here is letter B. Bakit presence of tunica albuginea? Yung bang tunica albuginea nag-i-effect? Ano ba ang, what is the physiology while there is elevation and depression of the testis kapag may it depends on the weather. Kapag cold, nasaan ang testis? Saan pupunta? It will be closer to the human body, no, to the perineum. And what causes the contraction or what is responsible for this regulation of body temperature while the testis is closer to the perineum? Huh? What is the answer kung yun ang nakalagay doon? Bakit nagko-contract? What causes the contraction of your testis to bring the testis closer to the perineum? So ano dapat ang sagot kung yun ang tanong? The correct answer there is supposed to be the cremasteric muscle contraction, di ba? Contraction of the cremaster, okay, will cause elevation or bringing the testis closer to the perineum, no, specifically when the weather is cold, no, to maintain the body temperature, no. What is the usual temperature of the testis, class? What is the usual temperature of the testis? Remember that the temperature of the testis must be 2 to 3 degrees lower than the body temperature. So ano ba ang body temperature? Anong normal body temperature? 37. So ano ang magiging temperature ng testis, no? Para hindi so that the survival of the sperm cells will not be affected. So the temperature must be between 34 to 36. Hindi dapat siya tataas ng 37. Otherwise, the sperm cell will die. Okay? Number 58.
Which of the following produces spermatozoa and hormones? B
Ito,
po.
napakadali ng question na ito. Baka naman, may nagkamali ba dito sa question na ito, Hershey? No? Hindi ko pa
Meron
natitingnan yung
yata,
ano,
Dok.
no? No? Pagka may nagkamali naman dito, balik first year. No, the correct answer is testis, no? O saan nanggagaling ang ano, ang testosterone? What secretes your testosterone, class?
Leydig cell.
Interstitial cells of Leydig. Okay, number 50. Number 59.
Which layer of
Okay,
the digestive
smell na ito.
tract
Andiyan ba si Doc
contains
Mel?
the Meissner's plexus? Letter D po.
Okay, so number 59, what is the correct answer? Where can you find the Meissner's plexus, no? So the Meissner's plexus is found exclusive, no? Exclusive yan, yung Meissner's plexus. Okay, no, not exclusive. Ang sinasabi ko, Bruno. No, the Meissner's plexus is found at the submucosa. Okay? Ang Auerbach class, saan mo makikita ang Auerbach? Kung Auerbach ang tanong dyan. Where can you find the mesenteric or the Auerbach? Wala, no, limot na. Tapos lang ng exam 2 days ago. Ha? Saan makikita
Vascularis
mo ang
externa
class?
po.
Ha? Between? Ha? Nasaan? Nasaan ang mesenteric plexus? Hindi tayo alis dito pag hindi identify sa akin ang kung nasaan ang mesenteric.
Between inner circular po.
So between your smooth muscle, no? Nandun si Auerbach plexus. Between your inner circular and outer longitudinal muscle. Okay, so number 60.
Number 60, what type of epithelium lines the gastric mucosa of the stomach? Letter B, simple columnar po.
Okay, actually, itong question na ito, class, is napakadali. Always remember, class, that the entire GIT, no? Except, the entire GIT is lined with simple columnar. So, ano lang yung part ng GIT ang hindi simple columnar ang lining epithelium? Ano lang yung dalawang structure na hindi simple columnar epithelium ang lining epithelium niya. Class, nasaan siya? Yung esophagus. What is the epithelium of your esophagus?
Stratified squamous.
Stratified squamous. Ano pa yung isa? The lower anal canal. Anong lining epithelium ng lower anal canal? Stratified squamous din, non-keratinized. Do not forget non-keratinized, no? So yun lamang yung dalawang structure, class, na hindi nilaline ng simple columnar. All the rest, the moment the esophagus enter the cardia of the stomach up to the upper canal, okay, is all lined with simple columnar epithelium. So please remember that para hindi nyo na makakalimutan. Okay, number 61.
61. Which layer of the esophagus is continuous with surrounding tissues outside the abdominal cavity? A. Adventitia.
Adventitia. Ay, anong tawag doon sa mga structure, class kung nasa loob ng abdominal cavity? Anong sagot niyo? Kunyari nakalagay, inside the abdominal cavity. Dalawa lang naman yan, class, eh. Kapag it is inside the abdominal cavity, your last layer or the most external layer of the structure is serosa. You call it serosa. But if it is outside of the abdominal cavity, gaya ng esophagus, if the esophagus is above the diaphragm, the outside the abdominal cavity yun. So the lining of your esophagus there or the structure will be adventitia. Okay? Ito yung last coat ng ating layer ng ating GIT. Okay, number 62.
Number 62 po, during an esophageal surgery, a surgeon notes a structure that is covered by serosa rather than adventitia. Where is this structure most likely located?
Yan, ito na yung in relation to my explanation kanina. Ha? Serosa na daw. So, aling part ng esophagus? Ha? What is the correct answer?
Say po, distal 1 to 2 centimeters of
Okay,
esophagus.
so the distal part of your esophagus, no, which already covered with serosa. Okay, number 63.
How many layers of smooth muscle are typically found in the muscularis externa of most GIT organs? Letter B po.
Aha. So, ang dali ng question na yan, no? Dalawa lang naman yung smooth muscle layer. Ano yung dalawang smooth muscle layer, class?
Inner circular layer po, tsaka outer longitudinal layer.
The inner circular in the outer longitudinal. Okay, number 64. O yan, ito yung nagkamali ako kanina. O yan, number 64.
64, in which specific layer of the duodenum or the Brunner's gland located? Letter B po, submucosa.
Okay, submucosa. Remember that your Brunner's, no? Your Brunner's or the duodenal glands, no? The other name for your Brunner's gland is the duodenal glands, or sometimes it is called submucosal gland. Remember that the Brunner's gland are exclusive of the duodenum, no? The duodenum mo lang ma-identify ang Brunner's. Okay, number 65.
Number 65. Which structural modifications for surface area in the small intestine versus the large intestine is true? Letter A po, small intestine has villi, large intestine has intestinal glands but no villi.
So the correct answer, no, paano ba i-differentiate ang kunyari nakatingin ka sa slide, no? So may dalawa kang slide, no, na unidentified, walang label yung slide mo. Okay, so one of the very important things that you need to remember na kapag you are looking at the large intestine, no, the large intestine, meron siyang intestinal glands but they do not have villi anymore. Wala na siyang villi. And then saan lang mahahaba ang villi? It is the small intestine. Okay, number 66. Bali ito yung number 33 or number 34 kasi absent yata si Miss Pengson, no? Ha? 66.
66, in the liver, where is the central vein located? A po.
Letter?
A, at the center of the
Letter
hepatic
A,
lobule.
no? Siya yung nasa center ng classic hepatic lobule. No? So kapag classic hepatic lobule, no, the center of the lobule is the central vein. Okay, number 67.
Which histological structure represents the exocrine portion of the pancreas? B. Pancreatic acini.
Okay, so the correct answer is the pancreatic acini. Ano yung endocrine portion? What is the endocrine portion of the pancreas? The islets of Langerhans. Okay, number 68.
Number 68, which salivary gland is histologically characterized as having purely serous acini and no mucus acini? Letter A po.
68 is characterized by having purely serous acini. Okay, so that is the parotid. Okay, kunyari ang tanong, predominantly mucus. Remember that the sublingual and the submandibular are mixed salivary gland. Okay, kunyari ang tanong, having a predominantly serous acini and pure mucus acini. So, alin ang tamang sagot?
Sublingual.
Okay, so the correct answer, remember that the sublingual is predominantly mucus, no? Predominantly mucus gland ang content. But there are around 90 to 95% of the sublingual are the mucus, no? The mucus gland. And the rest is zero, so sublingual. And di kapag namang submandibular, opposite. Okay, 69.
Number 69, the portal triad in the liver consists of which structures? B. Bile ductul, hepatic artery, and portal vein branch.
Okay, so yan yung portal triad natin, no? The branch of your common bile duct, the branch of your hepatic artery proper, and a branch of your portal vein. So the correct answer is letter B. Okay, number 70.
A medical student observed a slide under a microscope which shows a tissue with a highly folded mucosa, a lamina propria, and muscularis, but no muscularis mucosa. Which GIT or accessory GIT organ is most B. Gallbladder.
Okay, so the correct answer is gallbladder. Kapag tumitingin ka sa gallbladder, tignan mo agad yung mucosa. Okay, there is one structure that forms sinuses of your gallbladder. What do you call that sinus? Anong tawag doon, no? Yung mga mucosa na nasa loob ng mucosal fold.
Dr. Rokitansky po.
Okay, your Ashok-Rokitansky. This Ashok-Rokitansky class is also exclusive of your gallbladder. Sa gallbladder mo lang siya makikita. Okay, so number 71.
In the portal lobule concept of liver structure-function relationship, what structure serves as the center of the lobule and what structure define its corners? Letter B po, center portal triad, and corners are the central veins.
Okay, so portal lobule, no? Pagkasi nating portal lobule, anong function ng portal lobule? There are three lobule na makikita mo sa liver. The classic hepatic lobule, the portal lobule, and yung isa, the diamond shape, no? The diamond shape lobule that you see, no, in the liver, no? So the correct answer here is your letter B, center portal triad in corner central vein. Anong function ng ating portal lobule?
Bile drainage.
Ano yung titingnan mo dun, class? James, anong function ng portal lobule?
Bile drainage po, Doc. Bile drainage.
O kunyari oxygenation, ang pinag-uusapan, anong lobule?
Yung diamond.
Diyos ko, mga batang are, no? 2 days pa lang yung exam, libot na. Sus, paano pa sa finals? Okay, number 72. Kapag portal lobule, di ba, yung the amount of the bile, no? Yung the bile circulation yan, no? Kapag oxygenation, no? Yung diamond-shaped lobule. Anong tawag doon sa diamond-shaped lobule?
Hepatic asinus.
No, ayun. Hepatic asinus, no? Oxygenation, zone A, B, and C. Or zone 1, 2, and 3. Okay, number 72. O yan, ito yung number 72. Okay.
A patient is diagnosed with chronic congestive heart failure, a heart disease that leads to decreased oxygen reaching the tissues and sluggish blood flow through the liver. Histological analysis reveals cell death and around the central veins. In which zone of the hepatic asinus would you expect to see the most significant tissue damage? Letter C.
So that is zone 3, no? Ano yun ang least oxygenated? No? Ano yung most oxygen? Kasi ang tanong dito, decreased oxygen reaching, no? So yung pinakamababa, ang oxygen na nagre-reach is zone 3. So alin yung highest amount of oxygen received? Anong zone?
Zone 1 po.
Zone 1. Okay, number 73.
Which layer of the kidney always contains the renal corpuscles? Letter B po, Doc. Cortex.
Okay, so the renal corpuscles could be found at the renal cortex, no? So please take note of that. Okay, number 74. Bilisan na natin.
Number 74 po, which organ is considered
Wait.
retroperitoneal? Letter B
Which
po.
organ is considered retroperitoneal?
Letter B po, kidney.
Ha? Ang dali lang ng question. Kidney, no? So the kidney is the organ which is considered one of the organs which is retroperitoneal in location. Okay, 75.
What are the extensions of the renal cortex that projects between the renal pyramids? Letter C, renal column.
Okay, renal column, no? Renal column of Bertini, no? Pagka sinabi nating Bertini column, we are referring to renal column of Bertini. Okay, number 76.
Which of the following is not a component of the glomerular filtration barrier? D po, parietal layer of Bowman's capsule.
Okay, so the parietal layer of the Bowman's, all the three A, B, and C are considered part of the glomerular filtration barrier. The penetrated capillary endothelium plus the filtration slit and the GBM are all part of the glomerular filtration filtration barrier. Okay, number 77.
If a patient has a blockage, tubular pole of the renal corpuscle, which process is most directly interrupt? Letter C po, entering
Ali ang
PC.
mabablock, nandun ka sa urine pole, no? So the structure that is very close to the tubular pole of the renal corpuscle is your proximal convoluted tubule, no? Remember that all the filtrate coming from the glomerulus will exit, no? And will pass to the nearest, and that is your proximal convoluted tubule. Okay, number 78.
Number 78. A pathologist examines the epithelial lining of the male urethra from the bladder neck to the external urethral orifice. Which sequence of epithelial transitions would they observe as they move toward the external abdomen? C po,
Okay, the correct
urothelium.
answer is, sige, continue.
C po.
C, okay. Ang ingay kasi ng aso hindi ko, tama na nga. May karpintero kasi dun sa labas. Okay, letter C, no? The correct answer is letter C, no? Yung urothelium, urostratified columnar, and stratified squamous. Okay, number 79.
Analyze the path of urine flow. Which is the correct anatomical sequence? Letter A po, nephron, renal papilla, minor calyx, renal pelvis, and
Pelvis and ureter. Okay, so that is correct. Okay, kunyari, ikumpleto mo siya after nephron, saan mo na pupunta yung urine? Saan siya papasok? From the nephron, remember that the nephron is mostly, they are found at the renal cortex, no? So pagdating na sa renal medulla, no? Kasi hindi kasi isinama lahat ni Doc Mel, no? Saan pupunta ang ihi? Before it reaches the renal papilla, saan mo na dadaan? Huh? What is the first
Collecting
structure?
duct.
In the renal pyramid, no? From renal pyramid to the renal papilla. Okay, and the renal papilla. Ano kasunod ng renal papilla? May minor calyx. So after the minor calyx, ano dapat ang sunod?
Major calyx.
Major. And then after the major, renal pelvis at saka ureter. Okay? Number 80.
80. Which structure is a network of interconnected channels located within the mediastinum testis? C po, retitestis.
Okay, retitestis, no? The only intratubular duct that is found inside of the tawag dito, inside of the testis that is found within the mediastinal testis or the mediastinum testis is the retitestis. Okay, so remember, ano yung flow class? Kunyari, ang tanong sa iyo trace the flow of the sperm cell the moment it reaches the from the point of origin, no? Saan ang point of origin ng sperm cell? Ha? Anong point of origin? Seminiferous tubule, no? And then from the seminiferous tubule, saan dadaan?
Straight tubule po.
Ha? Dadaan ng straight tubule at tubular recti. And then tubular recti, saan ang punta?
To retitestis po.
Retitestis. Okay? So, nasa retitestis ka na, papasok na ngayon ng epididymis. Okay? So, after yung retitestis, anong sunod?
Sa efferent
ductus. Okay? And then now, the sperm cell is already in the epididymis. Okay, number 81.
81. What anatomical structure surround the spongy urethra? B po, corpus spongiosum.
Okay, so the correct answer is spongy, corpora spongiosum. Okay, number 82.
Number 82, majority of the glands of the prostate gland are primarily located in which anatomical region? Peripheral zone po.
Okay, so anong number na tayo? Number 83, ano?
Letter C po, peripheral zone.
Okay, number 82, no? The majority of the prostate gland is found in the peripheral zone. Okay, number 83.
Number 83. Where do the interstitial cells of lady be located anatomically? Letter B po, in the tissues between the seminiferous tubules.
Okay, so number 83, the correct answer is letter B, no? In the tissues between the seminiferous tubules. So that is where you find, no? Remember that that Leydig cells are found in between your seminiferous tubules. Okay, number 84.
If a blockage occurs in the efferent ductus, where would sperm accumulate first? Letter C po, retitestis.
Okay, Rete. Ano bang oras na?
9:30 po daw.
9:30. Hershey, meron kang kopya nung sa practical?
Yung alin daw?
Oo, i-ano na lang natin yung sagot, yung 1 to 50. I-announce lang.
Meron po.
Wala
Sige
akong
po.
kopya. Oo.
Meron po daw. Opo.
Oo. O sige, number ano na tayo? Number 84, no? No, 85. 85 na.
85, a medical student studying a histologic section of the testes. He observed cells that are large and have pale nuclei and prominent nucleoli. These cells are also seen extending from the basement membrane all the way to the tubule lumen. Which cells of the testes are being viewed by the student? C. Sertoli cells.
Okay, so looking at the Sertoli cells, okay? So yung Sertoli cells, ano pang ibang function ng Sertoli cells natin, class? No? Other function, blood barrier, no? Okay, so number, ano na tayo, 86?
In contrast with dermis of skin, the substantia corporea of the cornea is notable for the absence of a blood vessel.
Dok, ako na po
Okay.
ata dyan. Dok, hello po. Ako na. Hello po.
Okay, so number 86, the correct answer is letter
Ako na po dyan, Dok. Mine po,
Ha?
mine.
the contrast medium. The correct answer is the blood vessels. Okay, ano ba ito, di ba?
Dok, ako po. Dok Hershey po.
Hershey. Oo.
Opo. Dok, ako to. Opo. Answer po sa 86A. Kasi diba, anong sabi ko? The corneal substantia propria stroma is latent, diba? Sabi ko, ano? Sinabi ko after exam, avascular. Kaya ano, ang wala? The blood vessels. Diba? Ang dali nung tanong. Okay. Next, 87.
87, what type of epithelium forms the outer surface of the cornea? 87, letter B po. Non-keratinized.
Hirap ba, Reg? Oh, dali lang. Oh, recall, understanding. So, di ba, the anterior corneal surface is lined by your non-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium. Okay, 88. Next.
The layer of cuboidal cells which forms the innermost surface of the cornea is called a corneal endothelium.
Final answer, Karil. Final answer, no? Your Corneal endothelium is a what? Anong lining? Simple squamous to low cuboidal epithelium, di ba? Lining the posterior cornea. Okay, sige. Next, 89.
Number 89. Which layer of the retina contains rods and cones? Letter D po, receptor layer.
Final answer, Angelica? Final answer. Di ba your rods and cones are located in the photoreceptor or receptor layer of the retina. Kung inaral ang layers of the retina, kayang-kayang sagutin to. Okay, next, 90.
Which of the following structures is responsible for the active secretion of endolymph within the membranous labyrinth of the inner ear? C. Stria vascularis.
Final answer. Final answer, di ba? Sinabi natin during the discussion, your stria vascularis is what? Secretes endolymph, producing its characteristic high potassium and low sodium composition, di ba? Essential for what? For hair cell depolarization. Sige. 91. Next.
Which of the following contains endolymph? Letter B po, scala media.
Final answer, Jane. Di ba, sabi ko, tandaan yung me. Di ba, media, endolymph. Di ba, your scala media, your cochlear duct is part of the membranous labyrinth and contains your endolymph. While your scala vestibuli and tympani contain what? Lumipad agad. Ayun. Thank you. Perilymph. Okay, next, 92.
The basilar membrane and tectorial membrane are key structural components of the organ of Corti. These structures are primarily involved in which of the following functions? Sagot ko po D, secretion of endolymph.
Final answer yon, Faye?
Mali ata.
Mali yata. O yung iba, anong sagot? Hirap ba? Nung tanong ko? Ito lang medyo hinirapan ko konti. Puro recall na kayo. Yung iba, anong sagot?
C po.
Ano yung C? Sino yun? Si James ba yun? C? Final answer? Correct. Diba? Answer is C. Detection of vibratory and auditory stimuli. Ganda nung ngiti ni James, parang nakahula. Ganon. So, movement, diba? Between the basilar and tectorial membrane bends your stereocilia of hair cells in the organ of Corti, converting sound vibration into neural signals. Di kayo nagbasa ng libro. Okay. Alam na this. Okay, 93.
The basilar membrane separates the scala media from the B, scala tympani.
Si Kate ba yun? Final answer? Final answer. Okay, correct. How about your Reisner's membrane? Ano yung sinuseparate niya? Ayun lang. Lumipad na. Ano?
Scala vestibula and scala media.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Sige, nakakatuwa. May naaalala pa. Okay. Doc, ano na po? Si Doc Jackie na yata. Last but not the least. Oh. Ano na pa yan?
94. In Graves' disease, biopsy reveals scallop colloid and tall columnar epithelium. Which intracellular process is markedly increased? D. Ribosomal synthesis of PSH.
Final answer. Oh, remember that in your colloid, anong pinoproduce sa colloid? It's what? Ano ang makikita? Ano ang pinoproduce ng colloid nyo? Thyroid gland?
T3, T4.
T3 and T4, that's a cleavage. Proteolytic cleavage of your what? Your thyroglobulin, no? Okay, the answer is letter B. Mahirapan ba dito? Mahirapan. Oh, next, 95.
The superior parathyroid gland derived from which embryonic nose? Letter B po.
Letter? Letter ano? Letter
B po ba?
as in boy? Ano sagot mo, Charles? Dalawa lang pagpipilian nyo dyan. Letter C and D. O, alin doon sa dalawa?
Letter D po, Doc.
Dog. So, mali ano. Kasi, remember yung sinabi ko, magkabaliktad sila when you say superior parathyroid, it will comes to your fourth pharyngeal pouch. And your inferior parathyroids, babaliktad siya, it will comes to your third pharyngeal pouch. Okay? So, the correct answer is letter C. 96.
A 45-year-old man presents with enlarged hands and feet, coarse facial features, and joint pain. Laboratory studies show elevated IGF-1 and lack of GF suppression after oral glucose. Which of the following cells is most likely responsible for his condition? Letter C po, somatotrophs.
Very good. By the way, what's the disease of this patient? Anong sakit niya kaya?
Acromegaly po.
Acromegaly. Because
Enlarged po ito.
enlarge yung hands and feet and coarse facial features, no? Ibig sabihin nun, sarado na yung epiphyseal plate niya. Kaya siya nagkaroon ng acromegaly. Okay, 97. Very easy question.
97. Which zone in the adrenal cortex produces androstenedione? C.
Okay.
Reticularis.
Very easy, no? Kaya MPL1. Remember the salt sugar sex? The glomerulosa fasciculata reticularis, no? Your glomerulosa will produce what?
Aldosterone.
Okay, aldosterone. How about your fasciculata? Okay, very good. 98.
98. Most cells of the diffuse neuroendocrine system are derived from letter B po, endoderm.
Okay, very good. Yun lang. 99.
19. Which of the following mechanisms stimulates pinocytes to secrete melatonin in response to darkness? Letter C po, sympathetic.
Yeah, very good. Remember that sympathetic stimulation will stimulate your pineal gland. And that will release your melatonin secretion. How about may sumagot ba ng letter B?
Okay, so tapos na.
100 na.
Oo. So
Oh,
the correct answer in your letter B is, number 100 is letter B. Okay, so class, yung practical exam, i-announce na lang natin namin yung ano kasi mag-10 o'clock na. No? Hindi na i-discuss, i-announce na lang. Hershey, sino mag-announce, ako o ikaw?
Doc, pwede naman po. Wait lang. Okay. Ready? So, histo muna. Histo. Nasa inyo, ay wala pala. Nasa amin pala yung papers. Tandaan niyo pa yung mga sinagot niyo. Sige. Pass na lang kasi magte-10 na, no? Sa histo muna. So, number 1 to 20. Histo po. 1, ano yon? Kidney. 2, ureter. 3, di ba, muscle ang tinatanong? So, ang sagot ay detrusor, hindi muscularis externa. Okay. 4, penis. 5, seminiferous tubule. 6, bolus of sperm cells. Pero sperm cells, tinanggap ko na, inaccept ko na. Okay? 7, corpora amylacea. Kitang-kita yon, pinakita din namin sa inyo yun. 8, vas deferens. 9, seminal vesicle. 10, cornea. That's cornea, di ba? 11, tongue. 12 and 13, ang tanong ay lining epithelium. Kakaunti ang nakakuha nito. At least for my batch ha, yung second batch parang konti yung nakakuha. For 12, olfactory epithelium yon. 13, non-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium.
Hershey, sandali. Yung number 7, Corpora aranacea.
Amylacea, Doc.
Amylacea, ha? Amylacea,
Opo,
hindi
Doc.
aranacea.
Amylacea po.
Amylacea.
Opo.
Kasi prostate gland yun eh.
Yes, Doc. Opo. Amylacea yun. 14, di ba? Nasa gitna, central vein. 15, Brunner's gland or duodenal glands. 16, ang dali, colon. 17, Peyer's patches, no? 18, anong tinanong dito? Ano yung sinisikret? Yes,
anong content
opo.
nung nasa gitna, colloid?
Anong sagot? Thyroglobulin. Okay. 19, anong gland? Pituitary gland. 20, islet of Langerhans. Okay. For the gross, okay pa kayo? Okay pa. Okay. Gross 21, adrenal gland. Kahit walang right or left, adrenal gland, tinama na namin.
Or suprarenal,
22,
no?
Opo, or suprarenal gland. May sumagot ng suprarenal din, pareho lang yun. Okay? 22, renal vein. 23, renal pyramid. 24, renal papillae. 25, anong lobe? Caudate lobe. 26, inferior vena cava. 27, gallbladder. 28, ligamentum teres. 29, detrusor ulit. Kaya pala nung tinanong ko kung may nagsagot ng detrusor, proud pa, meron, Doc. Kaso
Hindi
sa
kasi
gross,
yung detrusor, ito na yung
Doc.
actual urinary bladder na ginarbest
sa
nila.
gross pala nila sinagot, Doc. Sa histo yung sinasabi ko. Parang walang nakasagot sa histo ng detrusor eh. 30, urinary bladder. 31, spermatic cord. 32, glans penis. 33, corpus, ano yon? Cavernosum. 34, dito Doc, may mga sumagot ng urethra lang. Medyo di ko consider kasi dapat penile urethra. Kasi may urethra din ng mga female.
Pagka-urethra lang, pwedeng membranous urethra, pwedeng
Yes,
prostatic
tas
urethra.
doon po pala Doc sa 30 na urinary bladder, may mga sumagot na bladder lang. 'Di ba, during discussion sinabi ko na sa inyo na hindi i-consider kasi may gallbladder, may urinary bladder, so hindi siya considered ha. Sorry na. Kailangan complete. Urinary bladder, penile urethra dapat. Okay, 35 abdominal aorta, 36 ureter, 37 stomach, 38 pancreas, 39 anong sagot? Greater omentum, 40 appendix, 41 epiploic appendices or epiploic or omental appendices, considered lahat yon. Okay? Huwag na mag-overthink. Okay. 42 sigmoid colon, 43 mesentery, 49 psoas major, 45 tinea coli, 46 splenic artery, 47 epididymis or epididymis, 48 tunica albuginea, 49 renal pelvis, and 50 renal artery. Ayun po.
Doon ba, Hershey, sa number 48, yung tunica albuginea, may nag-answer ng testis?
Wait, Doc. Check ko lang po. Check ko po.
Oo. Kung may nagsagot ng testis, kasi doon yung nakatusok. But actually, ang tinatanong ko doon is the tunica albuginea. Kaya nga yung pin.
Doc, meron po. Iko-consider, Doc, yung testis.
O, pwede natin i-consider na lang yung testis.
Sige po, 48. Doc, may nagsagot ng corpora albuginea. Mali. Meron nga pong mga testis, Doc. Iko-consider po.
Oo.
Sige, Doc. Update na lang po yung grades.
Ano nangyari dyan? Meron bang corpora albuginea class?
Wala, Doc. Nahilo nga po kaya binalikon ako. Siguro nangarag po sa timer lang.
Hindi natin pwede i-consider yung corpora albuginea.
Mali po talaga.
Mali
Opo.
yun. Hindi naman part
Doc
ng...
Jackie, anong haya sa'yo?
Merong naka 38 sa akin eh.
Ay, grabe. Sa akin,
Minani.
34. Oo.
Practical.
Yes, Doc.
Oh,
May
very
34, 33, at 32, at may 31.
38 ang highest eh.
Okay, that's good.
Yes, okay. Natalo ko ng group ni Doc Jackie Teka lang. Yayabang ko pa naman to
Kaya lang, i-reconsider ko pala yung testis. Mostly baka pumasok.
Yung mga matataas dito, merong Doc lovers kayong dalawa dito. Secret na kung sino. Hulaan nyo na lang kung sino dun sa dalawa.
Mr. President, nag-screenshot ka na ng attendance mo.
Yes po, nag-screenshot na ako kanina, Doc.
May umalis na, oh.
Sige po, ulitin ko po ngayon.
Kanina 40, ngayon 41 na. Oh.
Nahuli. Huli, pero
Pag
di ko lang.
hindi ka nag-screenshot, absent na yun. Wala siya sa screenshot. Okay, class. So, anong oras na?
9:49 po, Doc.
Okay, so more or less, alam niyo na yung standing ninyo kasi the result was given to you immediately after the exam, no? Yung inyong LE. And now, more or less, no, kung natatandaan ninyong isinulat niyo dun sa papel, you'll be able to know your score. Okay? So, sino yung hindi siguro, kasi di ba, mag-meet naman tayo sa next week for the accreditation kasi face-to-face yun, no? So, doon na lang namin i-relay kung ano yung result ng practical ninyo. Ha? Pwedeng ganun na lang, isingit natin habang wala pa yung mag-o-observe. Kasi wala yun doon sa program eh. No? Kailangan, kung i-relay naman yung sagot, no, dapat andoon na consultation ng tawag dito ng exam. Okay, so may screenshot na, Ralph?
Yes, Doc, meron na po.
Kaya kasi alam mo, Ralph, dalawa ang iyo. So, ang ibig sabihin,
Opo, isa-isa ko din po.
Ha? Dalawang
Chinecheck ko din po isa-isa, Doc.
ang pangalan nito, yung nag-a-appear sa iyo sa screen. Dalawa. Ito yung isa, Yung isa ay hindi kita yung picture mo. Ang kita lang ay yung pusa. Pusa ka pala. So, ang mangyayari nito, 39 lang tayo. So, 39 minus 3, 36. So, ang ibig sabihin, may 3 absent. May 3 absent. Kasi dalawa yung sa'yo di magiging 39. Tanggalin mo yung isa mo. So, magiging 39 lang tayo, may 3 absent. Paki-take note kung sino yung 3 absent, ha?
Yes, Doc.
Okay, so please take the screenshot. Dr. Hershey and Dr. Jackie, thank you. Thank you, class. Thank you, class. Para baka naghihintay na si Dr. Villanueva.
Yes. Kinig kayo
Okay,
mabuti.
take the screenshot. We are ready to face the camera.
Ay, picture.
Okay. May absent na 3, ha? Tapos na, Ralph. Sabi mo naman kung tapos na para hindi
Yes, Doc,
kami
tapos na. Thank you.
ngumiti.
Tapos na.
Nakangiti pa ako hindi mo sinasabing tapos na, Doc. Ikaw talaga, Ralph. Okay, class. So, hindi na namin kayo i-hold ng matagal. So that makapag-break kayo ng at least 5 to 10 minutes before the lecture of Dr. Bianca. Okay, so thank you very much. Thank you, Hershey and Dr.
Apo, thank you po. Wait lang daw sa MPL.
Sige.
Computing now. Ibababa pa. 45. Pwede. Bye po.
Bye po.
Bye.
Bye po.